Dragon Ball Legends in 2023 is looking interesting. The game being out for over 4 years and the majority of hype units having already been released in the game, what can we expect in terms of Legends Limited and Ultra units for this coming year? In this one, we're going to go through some options that I would personally love to see come to the game in 2023. But before we start, drop a like and leave a comment letting me know what your most anticipated unit is, whether it be Legends Limited or Ultra. Let me know in the comments below. Now, let's hop straight into it. If we were to follow the same format as we did last year, so basically one LF every month, so 12 months, there are going to be 12 LFs. Even during the anniversary and Legends Festival, we did only get 2 LFs, even though those celebrations lasted 2 months. But we got an additional Ultra, so 12 LFs, and then I believe we got 4 Ultras. So there was Kaioken Goku, so Ultra Super Vegito, Broly, and then Gogeta Blue. So yeah, 4 Ultra units in total. So that would make what, 16 units. Now we got premium units, right? Excluding sparking. Now that I think about it, I had a list of units. There might be 1 extra unit missing. I might have to just think of another one. But I have 15 characters here listed, and I'll specify which one are going to be LFs and which ones are going to be Ultras. And this is not going to be in any particular order because I don't know what teams are going to be relevant during which time, right? Usually they like to buff certain tags, so you know, you can kind of guess what units are going to come in, but I'm going to be just throwing out what I would like to see in this upcoming year and what kind of Ultras, what kind of LFs, and whatever the case may be. And also, I guess, specify which ones I do think will come for anniversary, because some LFs are more anniversary worthy than others, right? So same thing with Ultras, and I'll specify that, and I'll specify what we're gonna see for like Legends Festival, whatever. Obviously, this is very, very early predictions, but this is what I would like to see going into 2023. So let's just start off with the first one here, and the first one is going to be Dragon Ball Super Hit. I mean, there's only one Hit, but Hit definitely deserves an LF. I know. Before Gogeta Blue was revealed, a lot of people were speculating that this guy was going to be the Ultra for just because the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken got a Zenkai. Like, what? But imagine if they actually dropped an Ultra Hit. That would be absolutely disappointing. But Hit is definitely a unit that I do think deserves an LF, or even an Ultra at that point. If they were to make an LF, they would probably have to use moves from... because he doesn't really have any LF-worthy moments, but this is Dragon Ball Legends. They can literally make anything into an LF, given that the cinematics are nice, right? So they can really make it into anything, but I don't know if he has enough moves from his tournament against Goku, you know, the Universe 6 and 7 tournament, to create a new character with some new animation. So they might have to take some from, like, that time and the one where he fought against Goku in the filler arc, and from the Tournament of Power. They can pick and choose which one they want to go with. Like, we still don't have that like time cage Rasengan type shit that Hit used against Jiren. I don't know if it's here somewhere, but we don't have that move yet with Hit, right? So that could be something that pretty cool. But I do think Hit deserves an LF. I feel like they haven't been representing Hit a lot in this game. Obviously, we got the yellow Hit, who was good on release, but he really didn't have any teams. Same thing with the purple Hit, who was also good on release, but it's just that Rival Universe was not really a good team. Universe Survival Saga is not really a good team, so he never had really a place on any teams, which is unfortunate. But if they were to drop him and make him actually pretty good, then, you know, maybe Rival Universe or Universe Survival Saga can see a rise, right? Because they've been trying to buff those teams, but they just haven't found the sweet spot yet. So maybe Hit could be a catalyst to that, right? So I would definitely like to see this guy get an LF in this year. Because he's a dope character, right? So that's gonna be the first pick. Moving on to the second one. This second one is actually one that I mentioned in my last year's, I guess, 2022 wishlist, but we didn't get, and it's going to be Super Saiyan God Goku. Dude, I really, 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 really want a new Super Saiyan God Goku. We only have, what, like 3? One of them being a free-to-play unit, so that doesn't count. The first one we got wasn't even good on release because God Ki was comprised of him and Beerus, so God Ki was in a team. That red one is basically a staple bench option for God Ki. Hope he gets a Zenkai soon. And then the third one was the Dragon Ball Super one. This one with the that cool green card, which I do think he should get a Zenkai as well. But we never really had a solid Super Saiyan God Goku, right? And he just seems like such a cool, like, this Super Saiyan God is one of my favorite forms in Dragon Ball Super. I really don't like Super Saiyan Blue. That's why I think Super Saiyan God is cooler. The aura is cool. I feel like they can make him look really, really nice. His model would look really, really cool. And, you know, just that Kamehameha being an LF, obviously, would be sick. They could even make it into like a revival unit, you know, like that moment in the movie where he yells, you know, to Beerus, I won't let you destroy my world. That is such an iconic, I think that's an iconic scene at this point. That's so, it was so clean. And I just feel like the Super Saiyan God Goku should be more represented in this in the game. It doesn't even really have to be from Battle of Gods. It can be the one from the Tournament of Power, because he uses the Super Saiyan God form in the Tournament of Power as well. One of my, I guess, ideas or concept I had was when he was fighting Dispo, you see him flicker between Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue. And so what I had, the idea I had in mind was he starts off as Super Saiyan God, and then when he goes for an attack, he would transform into Super Saiyan Blue. So once you click the strike card, he would transform into Super Saiyan Blue. I feel like that would be so cool. There's just so many little things like that that these devs can implement that could really go a long way into making like quality units. And I feel like they're not capitalizing on those opportunities. But that would be something that I would really like to see. But yeah, Super Saiyan God Goku is definitely one I would like to see come this year. Moving on. Next one here, we have Final Flash Vegeta, specifically from Super Vegeta, not the bootleg Super Saiyan Blue one, but the original Final Flash that he did against Cell. This is definitely one of Vegeta's most iconic scenes for sure. And it's crazy that we haven't gotten one of these guys yet. I thought we would have gotten one last year because of the certain tags that were buffing, but we never actually got one. And he can be pretty nice buff for Vegeta Clan because, you know, despite getting 2 Vegeta Clan units, they don't really buff the team. So he can be a really nice addition to Vegeta Clan. And, you know, Vegeta overall just hasn't been getting any dubs. Actually, Tag 4s and Trunks of Vegeta are good, obviously, but the Vegeta side of those units are like aren't the better version, right? They're the least good version. You'd rather be in Trunks and Goku, right, in those units. And I just feel like Vegeta definitely needs a dub in this game. When was the last time we had a top tier Vegeta unit? When was the last time Vegeta was the #1 unit in the game? I don't think ever. The closest he's ever gotten to that was Majin Vegeta maybe, but he was no way going to be better than Vegito Blue. And then the LF Green Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, you could argue he was #1, but I think more people were leaning towards like Namek Goku. But I guess those were the 2 closest things we got to a top tier Vegeta. But yeah, Vegeta definitely needs a dub, and I think giving him the Final Flash would be pretty cool, if I do say so myself. So hope to see this guy come in this year. So since we did 3 LFs, I guess we should have done an Ultra, but let's do an Ultra now. And one Ultra that I would really like to see is this guy right here, Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Now, I'm not gonna lie, they can honestly save this guy for me personally, I feel like this guy could be an anniversary level LF just because how iconic the Super Saiyan 3 transformation is. Just imagine seeing that in the intro, man, or even in that ink art. Oh my god, it would look so sick. And then the iconic pose here as the Ultra art would just be so damn good. So yeah, this guy definitely deserves to be an Ultra at some point, hopefully this year. And I guess they can pick and choose where they want to take some of the animations. Like, for example, the one against Fusion Reborn. By the way, this might be a hot take or something, but I personally think the Super Saiyan 3 Goku we got in Fusion Reborn is the best version of Super Saiyan 3. Yeah, it's better than Dragon Fist Goku. I honestly think this guy from Fusion Reborn and the move he does on Janemba, the Fat Janemba, that move is so cool. And I love it so much more than Dragon Fist. It's like unbelievable. But they can honestly make that unit into an Ultra unit. Oh, that would be so damn cool. I just need that. First of all, I just need that Super Saiyan 3 transformation in the intro. And then I need that that attack he did on Janemba as an ultimate or something. I need it. That can honestly, it's so nice that it could be an LF. Like, not even gonna lie, it can be an LF. I don't know if they would want to make it into an LF since we got, you know, 2 already LF Super Saiyan 3 Gokus. And that move didn't really do anything to Janemba. So I don't know if they would want to make that into an LF. But as an ultimate for an Ultra unit, that could be really cool. And I really hope to see it in this year. It's just, yo, I need another Super Saiyan 3 Goku, man. He's just so cool. But since we did another Ultra, we'll do another LF. And I guess to kind of tie in with what we just talked about, Janemba. Janemba is definitely worthy of being an LF. You know, just further buff powerful opponent, because there hasn't been really many villain units that we've gotten. So actually, that's a lie. We got Ultra Broly and Cooler a couple months ago, so that's actually just a lie. But since we gotten so many like protagonist characters in the past. For Legends Festival, all 3 units for protagonist characters, main good guy characters. We can get some more powerful opponent units. And Janemba definitely deserves to be an LF. I honestly don't see why he hasn't gotten one yet. I guess they didn't want to, but obviously this is a movies buff, so well, I don't think we're gonna see one anytime soon. I'm pretty sure that they're kind of gonna cool off on movies for a bit, right? Since they've just been hyper buffing them in the past couple of months. So I think they could take a backseat a bit on movies and maybe drop him maybe at the end of the year or something like that. But Janemba is definitely a unit that I would want to see as an elf. His design is one of the coolest designs in my opinion for any unit or character in Giant Ball. It's just completely unique, and fighting with the sword is always something that I like to see. So that just differentiates him. So yeah, Janemba definitely a unit that I would want to see. Even just a regular Spark, no, I wouldn't want to see an LF. I would want to see an LF because I want him to be good, right? I don't want him to be trash. So definitely want to see this guy in the upcoming year. So let's move on to the next one here. Another one option here I have is one that I mentioned last year as well, and it's going to be Golden Frieza. And this guy could easily be an LF unit down the line. I think his attack that he did during the Resurrection of F arc, like when he destroyed the Earth, that could be a perfect LF. And I know they probably won't do it, but if we get to see him actually destroy the Earth in the LF, that'd be so cool. The reason why I don't think we're gonna see it is because, you know, Kid Buu, LF Kid Buu, his LF is basically destroying the Earth, right? But you don't really see that in the LF. You just see him throw like one of his attacks, and the screen goes white, and then there's a black screen, and you see him regenerate. That's kind of lame, to be honest. I really would like to see the Earth getting destroyed, because we literally see that in the movie or even in the anime. We see the Earth break apart and destroy, blow up. So imagine just seeing the Earth blow up and then you see legendary finish. That would be so cool. But knowing these fools, they probably aren't going to do that. But, you know, one can at least dream of something like that happening. But Golden Frieza easily can get an LF. And I'm pretty sure it has to be the Resurrection F Frieza, because he doesn't really have anything he does in the Tournament of Power that warrants an LF, other than obviously when he was with Goku. But yeah, Golden Frieza definitely has to get an LF at some point. And LOE can use the buff. LOE can definitely use the buff, and so can Powerful Point, right? So that's going to be... so what, we've done 5 LFs. I guess we can do an LF that I do think can come during Anniversary or Legends Festival. It could be either one or either one of them. And it's going to be this one right here. Tag, Goku, and Frieza. Definitely a tag. I think at this point it's probably the most anticipated tag unit, and it's definitely Anniversary worthy or Celebration worthy. It can be Legends Festival or Anniversary. Many people were expecting him to come for Legends Festival actually instead of the Trunks to Vegeta, and I personally would have loved that, because I'm not a big fan of Trunks and Vegeta. I just wasn't really a big fan of the moment. I mean, it's a cool moment and all, but it didn't really achieve anything, and it was kind of useless at that point. But this would have been super hype if it dropped during Legends Festival, and it would have actually helped buff Universe Survival Saga, because they do buff Universe Survival Saga. And my idea back then, if considering if it was a USS buff, is if we got this guy and a 1% sparking hit, that would have been perfect, dude. If we got that, and as a whole, that was, you know, Legends Festival banners would have been nice, man. That was nice. But, you know, I don't really mind Trunks of Vegeta dropping, especially since Zamasu is so cool. I mean, not cool, he's so good, because Zamasu, the unit itself was kind of trash, but like in the game, he's very good. But this unit is definitely gonna drop. I'm pretty sure it's gonna drop this year. I mean, they've been holding out for quite a while with these units, and definitely an LF worthy moment. Literally the climactic battle against Jiren. This literally screams LF unit. This is not an Ultra unit. I've seen some people saying it's an Ultra unit. No, just think a bit. This is easily just an LF worthy moment. Like, it's no debate. It's no debate. So that's gonna be one. And another moment that I do think that it could be Anniversary worthy is going to be this Kaioken Goku, not Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, not that bootleg one. I mean the original Kaioken Goku ×4 Kamehameha against Vegeta. Like, this is of course, an iconic moment in Dragon Ball. And it's actually crazy that we don't have this moment in the game yet. Not this one against Frieza. I'm talking about the one he went against Vegeta. This one right here. This is such an iconic moment. And then the Kamehameha to, like, as an LF is... It just screams LF, and it's just crazy to me that we don't have him. Just considering the fact that we even have Great Ape Vegeta, or I guess the Saiyan Saga Vegeta that has the Great Ape LF in the game, right? So this is easily going to be an LF at some point. And many people might not think it's anniversary worthy just because, you know, they don't see a flashy transformation, but I personally think that it could be LF anniversary worthy just because of how iconic it is. If I'm not mistaken, Dokkan for their 7th year anniversary, didn't they have like Goku versus Vegeta as LRs or something like that? I could be wrong, but I know for a fact that they got LRs last year. So that just goes to show that they could make them into anniversary LFs at some point, but at least some sort of LF of this guy in this year would be absolutely crazy. So definitely would like to see more representation of this. So that's gonna be that. And then since we're talking about anniversary units, we have to talk about the anniversary Ultra. I'm pretty sure you guys already know what's gonna happen. It's at this point it's confirmed. I mean, obviously it's not confirmed, but it's pretty much gonna happen. Vegito Blue is going to be the Ultra for the 5th anniversary. Write that down right now. Mark it on your calendar. He is going to be the Ultra for Vegito for anniversary. Just think of it. Last year for Legends Festival, we got Ultra Super Gogeta. 4th anniversary Ultra, we got Ultra Super Vegito. Legends Festival, we got Ultra Gogeta Blue. It only makes sense for 5th anniversary to be Ultra Vegito Blue. Now, obviously, this is a unit that I have to 14 stars. I mean, my journey for 14-star Gogeta Blue was not fun, so I don't know if I really want to do it, but if my luck is going to be on my side for once for a unit that I really want like that, then I might be able to pull through. But this is going to be insane, and I really hope they don't mess this up. They already kind of messed up Ultra Super Vegito in some of his animation aspect. For example, the cursed free-to-play blast animation that we got. It's crazy, man. They really gave Ultra Super Vegito a shitty blast animation, and then for both Gogetas, they gave him a nice-ass clean animation. Even Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken got a nice, clean blast animation, but when it comes to the most popular unit of all time, literally the most popular Dragon Ball character of all time, they pussied out and they gave him a free-to-play animation. It was so bad, man. I hate it, but I hope they don't do the same thing for this guy. And I do hope they don't mess up any of his animations, because it's hard, because they already made 2 Vegito Blue units in the game, right? So they have to be somewhat original. They have to take inspiration from other sources. Like, I really wouldn't mind them taking inspiration from, you know, heroes or whatever. Just make the animations look nice and unique, and not look like some copy pasted animations from previous units, because the Ultra Super Vegeta that we have, his ultimate is the Spirit Sword Slash, and it's pretty similar to the LF Super Vegeta, right? It's the whole beginning animation is almost like identical at that point, and I don't want to see that. Like, I need some Ultra Gogeta Blue level animations for this unit, and if they do that, then it's gonna be an absolute dub. So that's 100% gonna be the Ultra for the anniversary. Let's keep going here. Another LF that we can most likely see is, of course, the other Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku. Now, I know they made an Ultra of this guy. Well, not this one specifically, but we do have the Ultra Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. And I really don't understand why they made that Goku the Ultra when they could have easily made this guy the Ultra. But I guess they would want to save this dude for the LF, since he does have an LF-worthy moment in that Kamehameha. He launches and then he goes through it and then he does the punch. Like, that could easily be an LF, right? So, I mean, it's pretty obvious this is going to be at some point an LF, and I would definitely like to see it. I don't know if they would want to make it a transforming unit like the yellow one we have currently, or just start off like right off the bat as is Kaioken, or maybe he can transform into Kaioken times 10. Actually, no, that's how the yellow unit is. So they would have to just make him start off as Kaioken times 10 or something like that, but it wouldn't really matter. This guy is definitely going to be an LF at some point. I don't know if it's going to happen this year, but I would definitely like to see it happen this year. All right, the next one we have here is a unit that I honestly thought we were going to get last year, but we just ended up getting a regular Sparking unit, and it's going to be Buhan. it's crazy that we don't even have an LF Buhan yet, but he definitely deserves an LF at some point. He's literally the strongest antagonist in Dragon Ball Z, so he definitely deserves an LF at some point. I really don't know what they can do for his LF. I guess it could be this attack here that he was going to do, but it doesn't seem LF worthy. It might have to be something like that attack he did to when he was gonna like tear apart dimensions or something in the anime, because most of the time he was just getting destroyed by Vegito, so he didn't really have time to do any attack. But who knows? They can be creative and come up with something, since they like to do that for units that don't have LF. Look at Super Vegito. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't have any LF worthy moments, but he ended up having an LF. They can come up with stuff, right? So I'm not too worried about it, but he's definitely a unit that I do see getting an LF at some point in this year, and he would help a lot of tags, right? Regen, powerful opponent. I mean, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it, right? Yeah, but I think he definitely deserves one. I like Buhan as a character, not a lot, but he's still a cool character, so I do think he deserves one. All right, the next one is going to be Super Baby 2. Now, this guy and like a couple other options are really what's left of GT. I don't see really much else left unless they start doing like transforming versions of all the characters. But you know, once we saw the Grade A Vegeta, we knew for a fact that this baby is going to be a LF at some point also, since he has the golden Grade A transformation, right? He's gonna have that golden Grade A transformation in the LF and do something, right? But you know, I don't know if they have plans to ever introduce giant characters. I doubt it, but I mean, that would be really cool, right? Just to be able to use a giant Grade A character. But for now, obviously, just giving us a new Super Baby 2 he buffs a lot of teams, right? GT, regen, powerful opponents, Saiyan. He has a lot of tags actually, but I don't think they're in a hurry to drop some GT buffs, because what they like to do is buff GT a lot and then go like several years before dropping another GT buff. They've done that before, so I don't really expect him to drop anytime soon, but maybe like somewhere around the end of the year, probably like around October or something like that. That could October would be actually perfect. I think that's when Grade A Vegeta dropped in 2021, so they can do that with Super Baby 2. But definitely gonna see this guy down the line here. I think we only did like 2 ultras so far, so I guess we could do another ultra here. And another ultra I would really like to see, other than Vegito Blue, I think this might be my most wanted ultra. Thinking maybe, but it's going to be Goku Black, yo. They gave him an LF, they gave him multiple sparkings. I think it's time for him to get a ultra version of himself. And this is a unit that I would really want them to nail, because he has so much potential to be just absolutely beautiful in game, right? And what I really want them to do, it's not gonna happen, it's highly unlikely, but what I want them to do is somehow incorporate that sight into his strike animation. That's like one thing I want them to do. If they are able to do that, this unit would be absolutely crazy. Just imagine doing a strike card, you're doing a couple punches, and then he just pulls out a sight and starts slashing you. That would be just so crazy. And then obviously his ultimate or whatever is going to be something to do with his clones, right? Because we don't have any Goku Black in the game yet that utilizes those clones that he brings in from that different dimension. So that's gonna be something that they have to incorporate down the line. Like, we have so many Goku Black units in the game, but there's still actually quite a bit that they can do with this character, because they barely did anything with the sight. They only added it in the LF, and they didn't do anything with the clones. We don't even have a fusing Zamasu from the Goku Black. We can have it like a tagged Zamasu Goku Black that fuses into Zamasu. So they still have a lot to do. And if they were to ever incorporate hero stuff, well, we have this guy, right? The Masked Saiyan, or a Crimson Masked Saiyan, or whatever his name is. So that's the one thing I need them to do. I need them to incorporate that sight into the strike animation, and dude, that would be so damn cool. And if they were to ever make manga units, well, we have a Super Saiyan Goku Black they can drop. That would be absolutely crazy, but I don't think that's gonna ever happen. But just please, for the love of God, add his sight some way, somehow into the strike animation, and I think we're good there. Now, an LF that I do think could drop during Legends Festival is going to be this one right here, Goku and Vegeta. Another, yes, Goku and Vegeta, but this one is from the Tournament of Power. Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, Vegeta, SSBE, Super Saiyan Blue Evolved. Obviously, this unit is made to be a tag unit. Like, literally, look, if you just search up Goku and Vegeta, this is what you get. I think this is from Dokkan, I believe. They are a dual unit in Dokkan, and like, imagine, like, they can do so much with these animations here. And they will just look absolutely crazy in game. I think the model would be really nice. I do think this is definitely going to be a Legends Festival type unit. They usually want to drop, I guess, tag units for Legends Festival. Even though we got the droids back in May or April or something like that. But I definitely do see these guys dropping. I don't think they're a monthly LF type of unit. I do think they'll probably keep them for a celebration like Anniversary or Legends Festival. Similarly to the Goku and Frieza, right? I do think they would want to keep that as a celebration unit, but I don't really know what their LF can be, because other than, they really don't do much other than punching Jiren, right? Do they do any attack, Ki Blast, or anything? I mean, I guess they can just go down the route like they did with the Tag Force, where, you know, Goku does a Kamehameha and Vegeta does a Final Flash or something like that. Or they could just pummel your opponent to death, and that could be the LF. That would be kind of lame, but it would be something different other than a beam attack, right? But yeah, this is definitely going to be a tag unit down the line, and I do think it's going to be a celebration unit. So so the final LF I have, and also the final Ultra I have, I guess I can talk about this. These are 100% going to be celebration units. I think another Legends Festival celebration unit, and it's going to be Orange Piccolo. This is the last guy we don't have from the superhero movie, right? And they purposefully left this guy so they can have Beast go on as the headlining LF for that celebration, or I guess mini celebration. So when this guy drops, I do think that they're gonna drop like another 1% sparking. And now that I think about it, another LF they can drop from the superhero movie is Gamma 2, because I guess this might be spoilers for those of you who haven't watched the movie, but he has a very LF worthy moment in that movie where he goes in for the self-destruction to try to take out Cell Max, and that can easily be an LF moment right here. This one right here, this is going to look absolutely crazy in game if they actually do this scene justice, because it looked really, really good in the movie. So this can easily be an LF. But yeah, this guy and Orange Piccolo are two units that will 100% get an LF. I do think they will most likely drop the Orange Piccolo first, and then when they drop him, we'll probably get like a 1% sparking Ultimate Gohan, or a Super Saiyan Gohan that transforms into Ultimate Gohan, since we don't have that, since they just straight up gave us Beast Gohan instead. But that's a no-brainer. That's definitely going to happen. And I do think that is going to be saved for Legends Festival, just because I do think Orange Piccolo is, I guess, hype. He's a hype unit. He's like the latest form of Piccolo in the latest Dragon Ball movie, so he's definitely going to get an LF, and I do think he is a celebration unit. I mean, unless they do like another collab celebration like they did for Beast Gohan, I think they could do another bait for Legends Festival and drop this guy, and it would work, I think. But I think in 2023 we will see this guy as an LF, and it'll be pretty cool. And then so to wrap this up, we have the final unit, and it's going to be an Ultra, and I think maybe a lot of people of you are probably guessing what it is. It's going to be FSK Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. This was the unit everyone was thinking was going to drop for part 3 of this year's Legends Festival. I guess last year's Legends Festival, whatever. But we got Ultra Gogeta Blue instead. But this dude is 100% going to get an Ultra. I do think it's going to be this year. I do think, since we were so close to getting it for Legends Festival, I do think we're going to be getting it this year. And this is 100% going to be saved for a celebration. It's not going to be Anniversary, just because Vegito Blue is 100% going to be that. But Legends Festival, I can easily see this guy being the unit they use to just wrap up the celebration, wrap up the year. Iconic Super Saiyan 2 transformation as the intro, just picturing the ink art for that transformation is going to be just crazy. And then obviously they have to do this ultimate justice. It's going to be the Father-Son Kamehameha. We do already have the LF version of it, but they have to make it look nice, right? Because it's one of the best scenes in the whole show, so they can't ruin that. But just the intro, the ink art, and the ultimate is going to be absolutely crazy. And I honestly can't wait for this to happen, because despite the the PTSD that this LF Gohan, this FSK Gohan has caused due to Zenkai, he is still one of my favorite characters, and just being able to utilize him again would be definitely great. So that's gonna be pretty much all the characters that I do think are gonna drop for this upcoming year. I guess it's kind of like a wish list, but a lot of these units I do think are gonna happen for sure in this upcoming year. So that's gonna be cool to see. Definitely drop a comment letting me know who your most anticipated unit is. It could be an LF or an Ultra. It could be from whatever saga, whatever the case may be. Definitely drop a comment letting me know what you guys have to say. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. It's so important, so don't forget. Other than that, have a great day. See ya.